Okay, so you're in Zoom and you want to use the whiteboard. Let's talk about that. Okay, we're going to have a screen share. First thing you have to do is a screen share for your whiteboard. I'm going to go to screen share. I'm going to click whiteboard. Okay, now once you click whiteboard, you're coming up with these tools. See this toolbar here? This is where you can control the elements you want to put on your board. So you have your select tool. Now, the select tool is for selecting objects. As I click on the board, you'll see there's nothing to select. How do you put text? I'm going to put text. I'm going to click once on my text bar, and then I'm going to click over here for steps. Put steps. Alright, so what are the steps that I want to have in the project? If I want, I can click again and use the text tool to click the second step. Let's say step number 1, step number 2, like so. See? Like that, I guess. Okay. When it comes to working with drawing objects, you have these object tools. You also have your stamp tools. You have your spotlight tool and your arrow tool here. Now the spotlight tool is going to be a tool that'll light up your board. You can see, for instance, maybe it's easier to see my mouse when I am clicking that. That's a spotlight. And you also have an arrow, but that's for a direction, to say, for instance, what you're going to use for direction 1, direction 2. You have your eraser tool, and then you have your color bars over here. And it looks like whatever colors you decide to make for an object, you can select. I'll come back here and I'll look for a box, and I want to draw a yellow box. Let's say I have a yellow box. Look at that. I get a yellow outline in it. And what I'll be able to do is put text within that box. So I'll say, yeah, I got home. And this will be my home area. We don't even have to adjust the bar because I think it'll adjust itself. And then later on, what you can do is use the select tool to select your objects. You see? And then that way you can control your environment. That's a basic layout for this. Other features are the font sizes. You can change the font size. Of course, you choose text. And of course, it's going to make another box. So you got to be careful about when you do this. It's the select tool. Then what you can do is double click within the object. And then you can adjust the object. You see? Select tool. Formatting, I'll change colors. I guess I could change the colors of the inside boxes and do some other objects as well. You can see here examples. There's no copy and paste. I'm trying to do the Control-C, Control-V feature, but I don't see that. And so you got to be careful about what you want to put in there, but you'll see how easy it is to work with your information as you go forward. Over time, you want to redo and undo objects. You can do your undo, redo, and of course it'll go back to nothing. You know, I've been able to do this. See, I keep clicking undo, and it'll go back to a certain point, I guess, because there's some other areas that maybe it hasn't auto save. Here's your save command, so you can save your information to work with your other clients online. You sew it and save it into a whiteboard folder, and that's about it. By the way, anyone that is working with you in your session can see what you do on the whiteboard, and they too can save and participate. It's also possible to share the whiteboard with other people so they can actually interact with it. And that's part of working with Zoom. Bye.